Hi guys, I'm here with my friend Jessica. I'm so excited. She has taken some time out today to share with all of you her personal story. I can't wait for you to hear it. I know so many of you are going to relate to it, and I'm just going to let her go.
Just let me go.
Just let you go.
Hi, Morgan. Thanks for having me. Hey, guys. My name is Jessica, and I am actually an eighth grade language arts teacher. It's my 13th year teaching. Oh my goodness, this last year, y'all. It's just insane. But I've loved my job. I'm passionate about teaching. I love the crazy eighth graders. I'm also a mom. I have two boys of my own, and I'm engaged to a man who also has two boys of his own. So that's four boys, but five. I'm the only
Hi.
girl in the house, minus the dog. Um, so we are very busy where I am the chaos coordinator, actually.
That is perfect.
We are we are doing all the things all the time. We're a big scout family. And even before I met my fiance, the boys and I, we love nature. We love being outside. We love doing the things. But way back when, because now that I think about it, I've been thriving for 5 years now. So way back when I was 32, I was a single mom with my two kids, and my youngest was 2 at the time, and my oldest was 9. Sorry, I had to do math real quick. Was 9. And I was actually working 3 jobs at that time. I was straight out of a really not so great divorce proceeding, and I'm still, we're still doing the things, but I had 3 jobs. I was teaching full time. I was tutoring 4 days a week after school, either at school for an after school program or at the library, just freelance tutoring myself. And then on the weekends, I was working at Target doing retail on the floor, doing soft lines, if anybody's familiar with that, in the clothing area. And then typical day for me was waking up at 5:30 in the morning, but not by my choice. My toddler, my 2-year-old at that time, would toddle into my room and tell me it's time to go to school. And so that I would drag butt out of bed and wrangle the children. And I would make myself, I usually have a coffee or a water thing around here, but it was coffee. I had a Keurig that was gifted to me. And I filled that sucker up and I would take it to work and drop the kids off to daycare and school. And by the time I got to school, it was probably halfway to 3/4 of the way already done. My big old gigantic coffee is like 32 ounces. And teachers basically have IVs of caffeine. We have coffee makers everywhere on campus. So I would refill throughout the day. I would not be the nicest teacher at the end of the day that I was at the beginning of the day. The first period got way better Miss G than 7th or 8th period got. I was tired. I was cranky. I was grabbing for anything that would keep me awake. And then after school was tutoring, and then pick up the children. And if they had an extracurricular like scouts or survival swim lessons or anything else, we did those and then came home, and it was quickly get them to eat something, usually nuked in the microwave from the freezer, because I didn't have time to have the energy to make dinner, and I just wanted to get them the freak to bed. And so it was dinner and then bath and bed, and then I would sit on the couch for a minute. I would sit on the couch for a minute to like catch my breath, or like, you know, just USA, and I would always fall asleep on the couch with all the lights on in the house. And I'd wake up at like 2:30, turn off all the lights, go to bed, get a couple more hours of sleep, wake up and do it all again the next day. And I was feeling like crap. I was cranky because I was tired. I was exhausted's not the word. And so I would see my friend Allison, who I've known since high school. She was a cheerleader. I was a dancer. We went to college together. And I reached out to her because she was doing all these silly handstands everywhere. And I was so jealous. I was so happy for her, but I was so jealous. I was like, I want to be that again. And so I was like, Allison, I want to lose some weight. I need some energy. I need something. I'm at the rock bottom. I can't do this anymore. And she's like, okay, I'm going to hook you up. And so I tried it and well, I say try. I bought my first month and invested, and that was a big deal. I invested in myself because again, guys, I had 3 jobs, right? And so I invested in a month and I was what we call a day one thriver, which I was lucky enough to like feel it on day one. I took my capsule in the morning. I just started on half of it. So I only took 1 capsule in the morning and with a glass of water. And then I got ready. I got the kids ready. I mixed up my lifestyle mix and brought it with me with my coffee, by the way. I still made my coffee because I was like, this shit's not going to work. Sorry, I swear. Can't help it. I brought the coffee and the lifestyle mix with me. I slapped on my DFT, my patch, and I went to work. Well, by the time I dropped the kids off and got to school, I realized that I hadn't had my coffee. And like I went to pick it up out of the car and I was like, oh, it has stuff in it. And I was like, that's weird. It's nothing. So I go to work and like right around the 3rd or 4th period, my kids call me out. My students call me out. Hadn't had coffee all morning. And the kids are like, Ms. G, what'd you like take today? Because they have no filter, right? They have no shame. Yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, you're like smiling. And apparently I wasn't a smiler. Kind of embarrassing, but I was up. I was moving around the room and I was excited and I was happy to be there. And not that I wasn't happy to be there before, but I was just, I had this great energy. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't run a marathon in 6 seconds energy. You know, it wasn't like I gotta go like this. You know, it was just I'm awake. Y'all, it's like I don't know when this is gonna show, but it's 9:21 at night, y'all, and I have this. Like it's constant, it's consistent energy. It's nice, clean, sustainable energy. Yeah. And they weren't used to that. So the cool thing is that night when we got home, I actually made dinner, and I know what I made because it's one of my favorite dishes and I hadn't had it in forever. And it's super easy. I made smothered chicken with broccoli that night. And my kids, you know, we sat around the table and we're eating dinner and like, this is good. You know, of course it's good. It's not nuked from the freezer. And we sit down after dinner and we play Candyland, which I get on the floor and I play Candyland with the kids. I don't sit on the couch and I like watch them play Candyland. I actually got in it. And that was like a big moment for me because I was usually couch mom. Like, I'm so tired. You just go play in your room, go play. I'm watching you. I see you and I didn't do that. And so, being out of a bad divorce, I didn't trust anybody. So I was still skeptical and I was like, it couldn't be it. So I went ahead and I told myself and Allison, I'm going to give this 3 months. It was the end of the school year when I started. I'm going to give myself the summer to like really commit to it and try it and see if it works. And basically by the end of the summer, it was not something that I could live without. I was getting so much better sleep. I used to toss and turn all the time. I used to get up like 7 times to pee. I know that's TMI, but I couldn't sleep. I was up all the time. I was restless. And now my head hits the pillow and I'm out and I sleep. So I was getting up and I felt refreshed and like my kids were not getting like cranky pants mom in the morning. And that made a difference, right? And then I wanted to go live with my kids again. I wanted to go out. I wanted to explore. I wanted to be their boys. Like they like to play in mud, you know, they like to be outside and look at ants and turtles and frogs. And I wanted to do that. And I was able to do that. So it really gave me my life back with my, oh, damn it, Morgan. It gave me my life back with my kids because I felt like everything had fallen apart with my divorce. And you know, as parents, we want to give all of the things to the kids. So it was nice to get that time back with them because all they do is grow up. And that's time lost that we never get back. So the really cool thing about this company is that as a customer, you can get your product for free. And I know that sounds gimmicky, and I didn't trust that either. But when Allison checked in on me, she's like, "Hey, how's it going? You've been doing it for 3 months. You said 3 months. How's it, what's the thing now?" And I said, "Listen, it's amazing, but I have 3 jobs. I have 3 jobs. I'm a single mom. I can't, this is not in my budget. Like, I gave it 3 months and I think it's fantastic, but I can't keep doing it." And she's like, "But you can. If you just have 2 people doing it with you, you get yours for free." And I was like, "Listen, I'm not selling your shit." 3 jobs, remember? And I was like, "I don't need another one." And she's like, no, as a customer. I was like, "Okay." So I went back to work. The timing was perfect. I went back to work in the fall, and everybody saw a difference in me. They saw a difference in my skin tone because I was getting like good nutrition. So it goes from the inside out. It works from the inside out. So my skin was looking fantastic. I had lost some weight. I was happy, energetic. Again, I'm smiling. Like, everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And I got 2 people to do it with me. Teachers, we go back at the end of July, or that year we went back in the end of July, and I haven't paid for my products since July 2016. And I started out and I stayed a customer for a while. Now I'm a promoter, and I promote it because it has made such a difference. And I believe it, and I believe in it. And everything that this company puts out, all of their products, they actually do what they say they're going to do, and they have integrity. So I'm a promoter now. I wasn't then. And I was receiving my product for free. So it's the only way that I could continue, because $5 a day with 3 jobs and 2 kids on my own wasn't in my budget. Mm-hmm. But I found a way because it was that important, and I saw that much of a difference. So in a nutshell, that's what it's done for me. It just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. I'm one more benefit is weight loss. I know Morgan, your weight loss journey is freaking phenomenal, and it's so much fun watching you, because I remember going through something similar when they came out with Duo. So we have another DFT called Duo Burn, and what I guess the mother of it was regular Duo. And when they came out with that, I did that with a low carb diet. I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, and it wasn't rapid, sick weight loss. It was good, solid fat loss is what it was. I literally saw fat melting away off my body like an infomercial. And it was impeccable. And since then, what was shocking and amazing to me was going back to work, school, with the schedules and the extracurricular activities with the boys and everything, all those things. I didn't have time to work out and eat right after that. But because I was doing my 3 steps every day, because I was giving myself that good, really good premium nutrition every day, my body didn't bounce backwards like it would have on a yo-yo diet or a fad diet. It didn't go back the other way. I didn't work out for a good solid 8 months. Like it was a crazy ass time in our lives. And I couldn't do it. And I remember taking a picture. I have a progress picture of the same outfit a year between, and I do not look any different. And that is mind blowing to me, that it kept my body in such a good performance state, even though I wasn't necessarily doing what's best for my body. It just kept it running at the peak level. And that's, again, the company and the products have such a great integrity. Y'all, if you're not on this yet, you really should be. There's nothing to lose and everything to gain. I could talk all day. Sorry, Morgan. I could go and go and go.
Well, that actually answers the question that I ask everybody at the end of an interview is, if someone who's been watching, I've been doing this coming up on 4 years. So if someone has been watching forever and they still think, it's too good to be true, gimmick, I don't know what they could think about my transformation pictures. I can't suck all that in, no matter how hard I try. But whatever they're thinking, like you said, nothing to lose. I mean, except a whole bunch of weight if that's what you're needing. And
weight, negativity, maybe lose the sleepless nights,
oh my gosh,
that's hard.
I'm not going to tell my whole story. I'm always tempted to just jump in and be like, yeah, for me, blah, blah, blah. But one thing was the sleep. I was not day one. You were. I was not. But I did from day one have the best sleep ever because I worked night shift for 8 years.
Wow.
And then I had my first kid. So I was not a morning person. Like there was a reason I worked night shift. And I had my first kid, and now I'm trying to function through the day and chugging my coffee. And to sleep at night, I would always take sleep medicine, just over the counter sleep pills. And I did not do that. And I was knocked out the second I laid down. So that's still one of my favorite benefits. On top of all the other things, you cannot beat a solid night of sleep.
And there are so many studies. There are so many. I listen to TED Talks all the time, and I'm a TED Talk junkie. So anyway, there are so many studies about the neuroscience with sleep and how good it is for your brain and your body and regenerating cells and all of that good stuff. And so we need good sleep. If we need anything, we need good sleep every day. And like you said, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Nope. Even while I was detoxing my first week, I felt awful. My story is the opposite of yours. It was so bad. If I had just been on like a 3-day experience, I wouldn't be thriving right now because I would think it didn't work.
Yeah.
But luckily I had won a whole month. So I had no reason to stop. And then I discovered it actually did work. But even while I felt like I was sleeping good. So, I mean,
yeah, see?
Well, thank you so much. I know we've got kiddos to attend to and a good night's sleep to get to. Thank you so much for hopping on here with me, though. I know I have so many teacher friends who are listening to this, and you described their life. I know that they are carrying their big gulp coffee jugs into work, and I hope that they reach out at least to ask questions. If you're skeptical, that's fine. Like, this stuff does sound too good to be true, so no judgment here. But I knew that you would be wonderful for all of my teacher friends to listen to. So thank you again, Jess.
Absolutely. They should put this in our benefit comp plan, by the way. Like, all the teachers should have freaking Thrive. That's what we should have as a benefit. Absolutely.
I mean, HSA cards pay for it. So
there you go. I agree.
All right, y'all. Everybody have an awesome night. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. And if you don't, call us tomorrow.